Hey everyone, welcome back to The Explainer. I am so thrilled you're joining us today because, wow, we are unpacking a massive paradigm shift. If you are a business owner, a marketer, or really just anyone who relies on being found online, you're going to want to listen up. The old game of traditional search engine optimization, it is fundamentally broken. Today, we're diving into exactly how you can master AI search strategies for 2026. Okay, let's get right into it.
Just take a second to really absorb this quote from our source material. AI is now sitting between your content and your audience, deciding what gets surfaced and what gets ignored. The old rules of the game, they are entirely obsolete. You used to optimize your website for a search engine to rank you, but right now, AI is the new ultimate gatekeeper. It's reading, filtering, and summarizing the entire web before a human ever even sees a link.
Now, I hear this frustration literally all the time. You might be staring at your analytics right now, kind of pulling your hair out and asking, why aren't my top-ranking links getting clicks? You did the keyword research, you built the backlinks, you finally hit page 1, and yet your traffic is dropping. Your visibility is tanking. I want to validate that frustration right now, because it is definitely not just in your head.
Well, the answer really boils down to one staggering number, 80%. According to SimilarWeb data from 2025, over 80% of searches that triggered an AI overview resulted in absolutely zero clicks. Zero. Let that sink in for a second. Even if you hold that coveted #1 traditional blue link, if an AI snippet answers the user's question right at the top of the page, 8 out of 10 people are never going to click through to your site. All right, Section 1, the rise of AI visibility, a search paradigm shift.
The sheer scale of this disruption is frankly massive. Right now, more than 21% of all searches feature these AI snippets directly at the very top of the page, and that completely prevents users from ever having to scroll down to traditional links. If you aren't the one being cited inside that 21% slice, you are essentially invisible to a huge portion of your potential audience.
And look, traditional search engines, they just aren't the only game in town anymore. The crowd is turning directly to the AI. Just consider these adoption rates for a moment. ChatGPT has over 900 million active weekly users globally. Meanwhile, in the US alone, over 157 million people are using AI-powered voice chatbots. People are talking to AI in real time. If your strategy is just, hey, let's rank on a search engine results page, you are completely missing this massive, rapidly growing chunk of modern internet traffic. Moving on to Section 2, Traditional versus LLM. Let's do a head-to-head matchup. The contrast here is just stark. I mean, traditional SEO, it's kind of this chaotic mess of fighting for 10 blue links, stuffing keywords, building backlinks, and desperately chasing SERP rankings. But on the flip side, large language model optimization is a completely different beast. It's built on structured connections. You aren't optimizing for a search engine to list your link. You're trying to earn citations inside AI-generated answers. It requires prompt alignment, deep context, and what we call entity building. You absolutely cannot handle LLM SEO with old-school techniques.
Which brings us to Section 3, Entity Optimization. This is the secret weapon you need to survive in this new ecosystem.
So what is entity optimization? Well, it basically means structuring your content so AI models actually understand the deep context, the distinct entities, and the relationships between ideas rather than just matching surface-level keywords. Think of it like a giant puzzle. AI reads the web to understand concepts and how they fit together. It doesn't care how many times you repeated a target keyword. It wants to know if your brand is a recognized authoritative entity in your specific industry.
To actually pull this off, you need a complete shift in your mindset. Step 1, you've got to stop keyword stuffing immediately. It just doesn't work for AI. Step 2, build incredible topical depth. You need to cover your subject so comprehensively that the AI sees you as the ultimate go-to source. And step 3, establish clear context and entity relationships. Make sure the AI understands exactly how your products, your brand, and your expertise all relate back to the broader industry.
All right, Section 4, Expert Playbooks. Let's look at the winning strategies from top consultants actively pulling this off in 2026. Let's map out what some of the brightest minds are doing right now. Lily Ray, for example, she's heavily focused on EEAT. That's experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trust. For AI to cite you, it absolutely has to trust you. Then we have Zeeshan Yaseen, who was an early adopter of building exactly what we just talked about, entity SEO. His whole thing is getting brands cited inside those AI answers.
Over in the tech space, Kevin Indig uses data-driven experimentation to connect search visibility directly to SaaS product growth. And Aile de Salas, she's out there building scalable technical frameworks so massive enterprise brands can adapt systematically rather than panicking every time there's an algorithm update.
Continuing our tour here, we've got Rand Fishkin. His strategy is honestly brilliant in its simplicity. Build durable, audience-first brand visibility. Don't game the algorithm, just be the genuine answer the audience is looking for. Will Reynolds takes a heavily data-led experimentation approach to find all those hidden opportunities that others miss. Brittany Muller is focusing on AI marketing education, making sure teams actually understand why an AI strategy works in the first place. And agencies like Indeed SEO are pioneering predictive LLM optimization, literally using machine learning to predict search trends and secure next-generation AI rankings.
So, what does this all mean for you? How do you build your own strategic fortress? Well, first off, you absolutely have to prioritize AI-first thinking over short-term tricks. Tactical tricks fail, durable strategy wins every time. Second, invest heavily in entity SEO and deep context. Third, focus on building long-term, genuine authority that algorithms actually want to reward. And finally, you have to demand adaptability. AI search is not sitting still, and neither can you.
I want to leave you with this absolutely crucial thought from our sources today. Optimizing for AI is not a future consideration. It is a present one. The brands that are moving right now, today, are going to build a moat of visibility, authority, and trust that their competitors simply won't be able to cross later.
And really, that brings us to the ultimate question. As AI becomes the gatekeeper, is your brand going to earn that citation, or are you going to become completely invisible? Those traditional 10 blue links are fading fast, my friends. It is time to adapt, optimize your entities, and claim your space in the AI-driven future. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope this sparks some serious strategy discussions for your brand.